Hello, everyone. I'm Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. Wow, what a few days, I tell you. The Manafort readings were quite something, weren't they? That initial reading that I did showed a focus on Roger Stone, and of course that is now coming forward into the media regarding Stone's and Jerome Corsi's role in the WikiLeaks emails. It's also now coming forward that Manafort, actually did visit Assange in the embassy over in London, and he lied about that. So all that information is now coming forward into the public domain. Thank you, viewers, for your wonderful responses to that reading. Thank you very much. It's not, it's not easy reading these things when, we're using our intuition and any guidance that we're getting from spirit and the universe. So it can be quite difficult. So I do appreciate everybody's support and their gratitude for the readings. Thank you. The other thing that I would say is I always take a long-term view of any readings that I do. In the past, when I have consulted with psychics and readers and mediums, what I've learned over the years is that readings can be predictive, and that's great when they are, but their value is more in the guidance and the reflection and intuition that they provoke. So I will say that, my readings don't aim to be predictive. They do aim to be reflective and also to illuminate, hence the name of the channel, Revealing Light Tarot. Okay, so chipping away at the darkness, chipping away at the confusion and the bamboozling that goes on in the world where we feel that we're powerless and we don't, there's nothing much we can do and we don't understand why things are happening. So that's the value of Revealing Light Tarot. It is to illuminate and to bring light where there is darkness. And I do feel that quite strongly. In relation to predictive, there are no absolutes in tarot, and they can be quite fascinating in the way they twist and they turn. And then in time, you start to reflect. Okay, so it is provoking your own reflection. Now, having said all that, a lot of the questions that have come through the channel are around, or the comments are, why did Manafort throw away this plea deal? And of course, we know now that Mueller actually was 2 or 3 steps in front of him. As always, of course he would be. It's quite funny, really. Well, not quite funny. It's quite serious. But Mueller certainly had Manafort's number, and what he did was he's now able to bring forward the reasons why Manafort has lied, which means he will be introducing this kind of detailed brief that the public can read. So, wow, fantastic. The other thing is that there's been speculation, and indeed coming through the channel as well, that Trump, in answering those questions, may have been set up by Mueller a bit to catch him out in a lie. Fascinating stuff when you think about it, really, what's going on behind the scenes. I still have an intuition that Manafort, that all is not what it seems with Manafort. So, why would he throw away the plea deal? The plea deal would potentially have offered him protection against the Russian KGB and other influences, and protected his family. Why would that, all deals are off situation? So that's one thing. The second thing is that he's wanting sentencing really quickly, as is Mueller. And again, that's leading me to think, well, why is he moving toward that? Desperation, thinking that Trump will pardon him. It's unlikely Trump would be able to get away with something like that. It would be flat out constitutional crisis. So The other thing that I had to smile about is Adam Schiff has come forward and said he's the lead, the head of that House committee that Nunes was chairing previously. Now, as we know, Nunes has, blocked and hid and protected Donald Trump and indeed Donald Trump Jr. And Adam Schiff is saying one of the first things they're going to do is open that up again and access the blocked evidence, including a blocked call between Donald Trump Jr. and some other party. Now, what could be happening there is that other party could indeed be the president himself. So there we would have, what's been in what was in Mueller's questions, Anyway, so today I thought I would use my Kipper cards. Okay, now the Kipper cards are a German set of cards, Bavarian set, very old way of fortune telling. They were generally used by the gypsies. So I wanted to focus in on Manafort. So we get the signifier card. I'll just bring this down here now. So we get the main signifier card, which is the male, and that's Manafort, all right? So I'm going to try and find out why he threw away that plea deal, just using these Kipper cards, and see what we can get. So anything behind the main male is in his past, and we're moving down here to the present and then into the future. Okay, so let's have a look. Why did Manafort throw away the plea deal? What was behind that? Why did he throw it away? Aha! Straight away, the money is coming forward. Unexpected income. Okay, so he was given something, promised something. Okay, and it could well have been some kind of money unfrozen. It could be that, in pardoning him, he would have freed up his income. Who knows? But he was promised some sort of unexpected, some kind of monetary deal. Okay, definitely. Yes, he was expecting things. Here comes the pardon here from Donald Trump. Okay, this is why he broke the plea deal. One of the reasons. The other ambiguity here, viewers, is this could also be Mueller behind the scenes giving him this as well. So, but let's assume it's Donald Trump. Okay, so he had to make a decision. Okay, this is the pathway card. It generally portends to about a year or two. So was he told, look, you'll do a year or two in prison and then that will be it. We will get you out. He definitely had a choice to make about which path he was going to go down. Okay, again, great fortune. He was promised quite a lot in return for doing what he did. God, Trump's desperate. So desperate. In the future, oh my God, it's his ending. Okay, so we're coming into the future now. So this could be an ending of everything for Manafort. He's going to jail. That's it. I hope it doesn't mean anything else, but there are endings coming up for Manafort. And okay, so the plea deal is off the table. He will go to jail. This could also signify that Trump is not going to be able to deliver on what he was promised. Okay, again, we've got, this seems to be his, I think this is his wife and his daughters. I think, in some way they're going to be looked after. It could also be this woman that keeps coming forward. The woman came forward in the readings yesterday, and we wondered who that was. Some of you suggested it might be Ivanka Trump. She's not an innocent, is she? And she was around in that campaign. She was an advisor to the campaign. Who else is he trying to protect? Interesting, but we'll let that sit there and see what else comes forward. Okay, journeys. Oh, okay. This is suggesting witness protection. Okay, I think this is his family, and this is suggesting witness protection. Manafort's going away, and his family are going away as well, potentially taking a journey. And thoughts, okay, contemplation, okay, and his mind was always on, is and was on his family. Okay, so we asked, why he got out of that plea deal. Okay, he was definitely promised something. He was promised something that had to do with income, could potentially had to do with a pardon, or some. This card suggesting perhaps even a lighter sentence also. So I'm going to pull another set of cards. We'll use the tarot this time. And just we're going to clarify, because again, I mean, there's sort of there's witness protection coming up here, but there's also pardoning and money changing hands as well. So was Manafort protecting Trump? Did Trump promise him a pardon? Wheel of Fortune. So he was promised, the light's coming through this window, sorry. He was promised a change of fortunes, okay? So this pathway here, the decision that had to be made, he was given a 1 or 2 year time frame, and he was promised that his fortunes would change. I think this is a pardon, people. I really do. It's early days yet, okay? Because what has happened, what does happen, they tell me, is that when people break their plea deals, they realise the holy hell that they're in, and they actually then try and reignite it, restart it. So it's in their desperation they go, I'll give you this, I'll give you that, if you just do this. So it's kind of not over yet. I think I've got this feeling we're only halfway through the Manafort the Manafort issues, and there's so much more to come. While we're on there, my readings showed downfall for Roger Stone. And of course, if he goes down, then Jerome Corsi will go down too. Great, we want that to happen. Let's have a look. Shall we have a look at Ivanka? Let's have a look at Ivanka, because that woman keeps coming up. Okay, so here we've got our signifier. Now again, everything to the back of her will be in the past and progressing into the present and then into the future. So we'll ask, is Ivanka Trump in legal peril, caught up in the Manafort issues? Is Ivanka Trump in legal peril? Somehow caught up. She wasn't in that meeting. We know Kushner and Donald Jr. were. We know what's going to happen there. But is Ivanka somehow caught up in this? Okay, and the Manafort. Okay, what's happening there? Okay, is she in legal peril? Is she in Mueller's legal sites? Is she going to be caught up in the investigation? Is this connected with Paul Manafort? All right. Okay, so this is showing toil and labour. This is the card of hard work. Okay, so this could very well be Ivanka's role in the campaign. It could also be the hard work of the Mueller investigation in relation to the Trump family. So there's an expectation coming forward here. There's an expectation, What is that to do with this? This is in the past. So this is an expectation. Ivanka has an expectation, or there is an expectation that Ivanka will be protected. Okay, I think that's what it's more likely to be. There's an expectation that she will be protected. She seems to be right here. Yeah. Okay, she's going to lose something. Something is going to be lost to her. This is the card of the thief. Okay, so this reading is kind of like looking like she's going to be caught up in the Mueller probe. This could well be connected with Manafort. Interesting. Okay, Trump. Trump is trying to protect her, and this could well be through Manafort as well. I'm kind of getting the feeling she's right there. Okay, yeah, child. This is Ivanka. Okay, so there's something to do here with protecting her, and she's going to be protected because of her role in that 2016 campaign and her role at the Trump organisation. Okay, somehow this is connected to Ivanka Trump, and family. Okay, well, this is generally wanting her own space. So this could be her trying to move away from any connection to the Trump presidency in the future, wanting her own space. Could be she'll move back to New York. Sorry about that phone. And try and rekindle her relationships. I mean, this is the card of courtship, can sometimes portend romance, but this also portends other connections with people. So from these cards, it looks like she was caught up in that 2016 WikiLeaks. Her father is actually trying to protect her. It's almost like she's going to be losing her innocence, and you know, she's very much immersed or enmeshed in this whole Trump organisation. I guess dark shadow that's over everything that Trump does and that the Trump family does. She actually will. It looks like she will be moving away from DC and trying to salvage whatever she can in terms of her position in society. This could also indicate her marriage may come under a cloud as well. But really, will Mueller, I'll do a clarify card, will she be prosecuted as part of the Mueller investigation? Will she be prosecuted? Disappointment and loss coming up for her. Okay, so if she's not prosecuted, then she's going to be in quite deep peril. She will be moving on. This is a necessary transition from her. I saw that these cards are saying she'll go back to New York, and there's going to be quite a lot of grief and anxiety coming up for her. I'm not seeing imprisonment here. Well, actually, I am. Sorry. There's some kind of loss of freedom coming up here for her, and it's going to be causing her quite extreme anxiety. Okay, so look at the swords that we've pulled here. So yeah, she's going to be caught up in the Mueller probe. It could also be because of her husband as well, because we've pulled the courtship card. Her father is definitely trying to protect her. Okay, so she could well be the woman in that reading. Something to contemplate anyway. All right, I thought that would be something a little bit different regarding Manafort using the Kipper cards. And, as I said, I think we're only halfway through this at the moment, and I think there's actually going to be quite a lot more coming out and more being revealed. Okay, thank you, viewers.